In the recent 427th Agaw Cagayan celebration, the College of Human Kinetics reigned as the overall champion in the dance sports competition. Let's hear it from Eileen.
The College of Human Kinetics dance troupe conquered the dance floor in the recently concluded dance sports competition in celebration of the 427th Agaw Cagayan on June 25, 2010. Samuel Peñaflor and Angel Macababad bagged a trophy and a cash prize of 5,000 pesos when declared as champion in the standard category. Stephen John Balubal and Maylene Asuncion, being the champion in the Latin category, received the same award. Ricky James Guillab and Arlene Paguyo in the standard category and Bernard Villanueva and Lilibet Infante in the Latin category received medals and cash prizes of 4,000 pesos for being the first runners-up. CHK Dance Troupe ruled over their competitors from different universities and colleges, which amazed the Board of Judges, June Doria, Mary Ann Katindig, Nomer Fernandez, Ernaline Paranay, and Dennis Agbayani.
And we're proud to inform you that we won for this competition. So this is for your school and
The winning coach, Professor Ferdinand Mercado from the College of Human Kinetics, said that they only have a week preparation before the competition, but it did not stop them to be the overall champion as they have been for the previous Agaw Cagayan dance sports competition.
Unang-una lahat, dedicated namin ito sa Lord. Dahil kung hindi siya, walang mga talent na pinagkaloob sa mga bata. Then ang preparation namin dito every night after their class. Then nagpa-practice kami every night.
Ay nilagadon for Carig Patrol.
And you've heard the latest news about CSU Carig Campus. I'll be back again for more news for the next episode of CSU in Focus. This is Barbie Lagahet for Carig Patrol.
Diane, have you ever been embarrassed by a teacher?
Not yet. Hope not at all. I just pray I would not bump into such an experience. But what about that issue, Michael?
You know, I just observed that sometimes teachers lose their temper and embarrass their students. They scream and shout at students to death.
But what if this happens? Let's hear it from Legal Talk.
This is Casey Lou Borquillo for Legal Talk, where legal issues and matters concerning us students are talked about. Have you ever encountered a circumstance where your teacher embarrassed you in front of your classmates, perhaps in front of many other students? Sometimes, teachers become illogical or subjective in their academic instructions and cannot control their emotions because they are also human. But then again, humanity is not an excuse to an abuse to one's right. So what can we do if a teacher embarrasses us? According to legal experts, you can always file a legal action if this happens. This action is a remedy provided by law, but it depends on the age of the complainant, whether we talk about elementary, high school, or college student. For a minor, basically elementary and high school, they are under parental authority of their parents for a penal case to succeed. It is necessary for their parents to be a part of their case. For a college student who is beyond a stage 18 or above, they can always file an action in court. You have three options. It's either you file a civil case, a criminal case, or an administrative case. According to Attorney Jojo Caronan, you can file a civil case if your intention is to recover the damages that have been inflicted on you. If you feel like there is a criminal intent in their embarrassment, you can file a criminal case, but this is a hard case to prove because you have to provide evidence and prove this beyond reasonable doubt. Or you can simply file an administrative case.
So, ang option niya is an administrative case, a civil case, a criminal case. The criminal case is the hardest to prove because it requires proof beyond reasonable doubt. A civil case is also a little bit difficult to prove dahil kailangan is substantial evidence. Sa administrative case, substantial evidence. Dun sa civil case, it's between the two. So he has always the option and he can file the action. That is the option.
There always an office where you could run to whenever you encounter such problems in the university. This is the Office of Student Services and Welfare, headed by Dr. Mariden Ventura Cavina. According to her, it should be the college dean first who should know the situation because he is the direct supervisor of the college. If it is a formal complaint against a student, it should be at OSSW, but if it's a case against any faculty member, it should be with the Office of the Dean of Instruction or the Office of the Vice President for Academic Affairs. However, the problem should be settled first at the office of the college dean concerned. In other words, the dean must know the problems within his jurisdiction.
It should be the dean first that should know about the situation because it's the dean who is the direct supervisor of the college. Now, if it's a complaint, if it's a formal complaint, if it's a case against a student, it should be lodged at the Office of Student Services and Welfare. But if it's a case lodged against any of the faculty members, it should be with the Office of the Dean of Instruction or the Office of the Vice President for Academic Affairs. But I would like to emphasize, it should first be settled at the Office of the Dean of the college concerned. In other words, before it goes up, the Dean must know the problems within his jurisdiction.
There you have it, your legal options when you encounter such a situation in the university. However, as students, we should practice utmost courtesy, responsibility, and respect so that we could avoid this thing to happen. We should always extend the reverence that our teachers deserve.
They are the ones who mold us to be somebody in the future.
They are even the people who polish our skills and our intellect. I'm Casilu Barquillo for Legal Talk. Tune in for next month's episode of CSU in Focus.